This is LAVADA when she was a baby. And this is her when she's going to school. And it was 1955, 54 and 55. That's me when I was going to school. Me and my husband broke up. And so I asked my mama, could I stay with her till I could do better? And she told me yes. So then I told her, I said, well, Mama, I'm on my way over there. And so me and Bet, we cut out. Now, what little clothes I had them in a big star paper sack bag then. So when I got over here, it was at around about 9:30 that night. So I started to break down at the door, but I didn't want to see my mama in the shape that I was in. Nowhere to go but to my mama. I asked her, I said, can I stay on the porch? Sleep on the porch? She said, no. Said, I got a bedroom in there. You go in there. Married. I was 15 years old. So that lifted me. So then after she told me that, well then my mama was toting in on. Me and her that day, we were getting in the cold. I said, Mama, I said, we're gonna get city gas. I said, I'm going to speak for it. That's when I go to work. I said, you got arthritis in you, and I said, you don't, your shoulders and thing hurt you. I said, you don't need to be toting in wood and toting in water. So I had the water running in the house. I had the commode. I said, I'm gonna get a commode and a wash bowl that's better going outdoors. So I did that. So well, we were sitting there one day watching the TV. So Louise came in. She said, Veda. She spoke and I said, yeah. She said, they got a house in the ball and paper for sale. And I said, well, Lord, I said, sure enough. She said, yeah. She said, now, I think it's the house that he's been putting in, filling out income tax. I said, well, I don't care if it's one room or two rooms. This Reggie, when he's a baby, he's so cute. I used to call him a little Guatemala baby. So well, we all got me, Mama Louise, Canella, we got in the car. So I know the man I had worked for him, Charles Morton. So when I got down there, Louise said, now, you know you would talk, you would not ashamed. And I said, okay, you want me to get out and talk? She said, yeah. She said, we'll stay in the car. So I got out, knocked on the door, walked. The man told me to come in. Well, come in, LAVADA. He said, how you doing? I said, well, I said, I'm doing all right. I said, Mr. Charles Morris, I said, I saw in the paper that you had a house for sale. He said, I got two. And when he said, I got two, I said, thank you, Jesus. And he said, come to the window, I'm going to show them to you. So I went with him to the dining room window. He said, now you see that big house there? He said, it's got a bath in it. I said, well, I want that. He said, okay. And I said, what will you take for it? He said, well, he said, I'll take $1,000 for it. I said, all right. And he said, LAVADA, said, I got a man that'll move it. It's cheap. I said, well, okay, where do he live? He said, I'm gonna call him. His name is J.R. Tittle. And he's living in Wheeler. I saw Irvin. And I said, I want you to bring my china cabinet. I bought it. I said, I'm not going to ask you for the other stuff, but I want my china cabinet. So him and Bobby C. Burris brought my china cabinet. And it's been sitting there ever since. This Kizzy, when her was a little girl, I used to call her a little girl. And I said, well, I said, when I get my house, my little porch and my top, I said, I'll be on the ball. And sure enough, I went up to Rex. And I asked him about, because he needed a top. And he said, yes, I can get you some guys out of Manhattan. So, okay. So he got me, it was three of them. One wore a bandana, and one had just his hair, the other two hair. One had a hat on, and the other, no, he didn't have no hat on. So they come and look at this, oh yeah, so we can fix it. This is Bet. little girl. I think she was 10. So when I got here, I said, oh, my house was all in different. He said, well, we fixed that ramp, we fixed that ramp for your mother when she come to see you. And he said, how you like that? I said, I love it. I said, I love the way y'all put the roofing on. I love it. I said, even now you painted the ramp. And I said, well now, y'all, I said, what else y'all lacking? He said, well, we through. I said, okay. I said, well, what do I owe y'all? My daughter, this is her daughter. She's my granddaughter. These two, Keo and Adrian, is my great-grand. And he said, now, all the work we done, he said, and all the stuff we bought, all $900. Paid them off like a slot machine. You hear me? I paid them off. And I said, thank you, Jesus. I said, you said, if we make one step, he said, he'll make two. And I said, Lord, I said, thank you. I made that step and you made it for me. And I just got so happy. And I said, well, Lord, never would I have thought me would have had a house, had to pay for it. And that was the year of 1976. It was August. I had done had surgery, and I was off for 6 weeks, but God spared me to have this house paid for. And thank God, it is mine. He gave it to me. But I went through something. But I can say one thing, God been good to me. I not went hungry not one day. I ain't never had my light bill pulled. I ain't never had my water cut off. I ain't never had cable cut off. Yeah, God is good. And He's good all the time. And this is Nisi. This is me when I got my driving license. Back then, when I was a little girl, well, you know, they didn't have gas, they didn't have air conditioning, and mostly it was letting up the windows, and didn't have screen on it. It could be a waltz, it could be a beat come in. Sometimes you see people doing this with the fan. Well, I say he's trying to kill a waltz, maybe a fly. And so back then, you didn't have, your floors were wood, and they didn't have no music. Most of the time, it was those songs they sang by. Lord, have mercy. But back in those days, you see, you know, they pat their foot. That was the music. And they were making music with the foot. And then when they would make music with the feet, sometimes they clapped the hand. And one mother would holler out, I love the Lord, He heard my cry. Pity every groan. I love the Lord. He heard my cry and pitied every groan and pitied every groan. And then they'd go on and say, as long as I live and trouble rise. But then about that time, somebody would get loose and go to shout. And see, I was a little girl and I was scared of a person to shout. And I jumped up. I remember one time and I looked back and Mama slapped me, told me, she turned your head around. See, I didn't know what that was hollering behind me. It scared me. See, right back then, in those days when people get happy, it scared little children. Sometimes little babies started crying. But them were the best days it was, because her name is Layla. Nowadays, it's a different category. If they don't have music, they think they can't sing, but you can still sing just like you did a long time ago, with music or not. Because I know when we first started out quiet down there in Sand Hill, Me, Ola Mae, Ella Jean, Virginia, and Tut. And we started out singing the song Miss Collins used to sing. Oh, I want to see him, look up on his face. And I altoed that song. When telling them, oh, I want to see him, look up on his face. And I said, oh, I want to see him, look up on his face. They started calling me Miss Collier, because I could alto that song. And see, this is me. I was at church. This is LAVADA when she was at church at Mount Zion. Okay. Go here, no. Oh Lord. There was, to me, those were the best days because people got along, down on the ground. Every children's day, they had a hog wire, and it would be nailed to stumps and things and stretch it out. And the women would take the sheets and spread on there, and it'd be chocolate cake, coconut cake, camel cake, fried pies and custards, and it would be cornbread and dressing. See, you could eat stuff then, and it wouldn't touch you like sometimes it do now. It was cooked in black iron skillets, and your dream be cooked in a iron pot, and people would take food far and near to Children's Day. And I used to be so happy when Children's Day come at Auburn, and I'd be so happy when Children's Day come at Reuben Chapel, because we would all go, and Mama would start cooking that Saturday morning. Fried chicken, sweet potato custard, fried peach pie, and then it would be she'd have peas, cucumber pickle, or either cha-cha. And see, people don't do that now, and people got along. They'd see you and hug you, and you know it was good days, and your neighbors was good, and I just loved it. I really did. I loved it. And then every year, every third Sunday in July, we'd be at Auburn. The fourth Sunday of July, we'd be at Reuben Chapel, down on the ground. That's way back. I mean back, but it was good. This is me when I was with LAVADA, when I was working at Lucky Star. And I had won the Silver Star, and I won a $5 rose for getting production for 1 year. I really don't. Because back in those days, see, them preachers, they preached. They went way down in their throat. They walked across the stage and would show you things. If they had to take a chair, or either a book, just like when Pastor Agnew preached Mama Froom, he went to that window, and it went just like a hammer. That God built to a room. Man said when he got to built to call her home. I better hush, I'll be crying. But it's true. You go back to them days now, it would be a whole lot of better children. And be a whole, because back then you didn't see your mother doing nothing. You didn't see your father doing nothing. Whatever it was secret. It would be talked amongst. You know, I said, Mama had a friend on Huberton. Children, y'all go play. You better not show out in church. See what I'm saying? It's a whole lot different. This is me again, working at Lucky Star. I done won production for a whole year. Remember what I love so, the first song that I really, really, really love, and it's about Amazing Grace. And I'm gonna give you a verse of Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, oh now that I'm found, I was blind, but now I see. Now I tell you, Reen, why I like that song so much, because it means a lot to me when we was, didn't have Well, you had burning wood for your leg would have blisters from sitting up to the fireplace, and then you like on a Wednesday night, if you wanted, Mama, we had a piano, and my mama could play, and we all would sing every Wednesday night. This right here is like that in up there. There's Bet, my daughter, Tony Shempert, that's Kojak, that's my grandson, that's Bet. These three are Bets. Kojak, Niecy, and Taylor. And this is me, family. And this is Amy's son, Jimmy, the oldest. Oh, it's a little sweet. Is that you? This here's Shanty. Am I right? This is Lois Agnew. This is Lois Pryor. And this is Miss Watt. That used to be the teacher at Lee Prentice High School. And then I love this song about Jesus keep me near the cross, that a precious fountain, there the bright and morning star is just beyond the river. In the cross, in the cross, be my glory ever, till my round soul shall find rest beyond the river. And then I remember this song about I used to love to hear Mr. Eddie sing. I'm going home on the morning train. Oh, I'm going home on the morning train. Well, the evening train may be too late, church. I'm going home on the morning train. I remember when I got my religion on. And back then, in the old days, they had revival in the daytime. Then had revival at night. They'd have revival start at dinner time by 11 o'clock. And so I remember Miss Nig, she was singing that song, and I was crying, but I was wanting to come out with my shout. And she was singing this song. She said, children said, if you believe in the Lord, said, just listen to this song, what I got to say. I love the Lord, He heard my cry, pitied every groan. I love the Lord. He have pity every wrong. As long as I live, when trouble rise, as long as I live, and I hasten to His throne. And when I know the thing, I done jumped over the preacher death, that old, you know where they're down there, the Sand Hill, the old Sand Hill. When the Spirit hit me, I jumped over the bench. This me on a Friday, we would wear dress clothes, and then through the week you had to wear your uniform. So this was one Friday, and so they taken a picture, and that preacher said, "You got it. I know you got it. It's me and old man." My mama was crawling on the floor. Go see what she said. Before this time, another year, you ain't a Christian. I may be dead and gone. and something hit me. I was just like a fly. And that preacher said, come on, say you got it. See, people, back in them days when you got a religion, see, you went on on this, man. It wasn't like they doing now. That's what I kind of, don't like about. They going up, but you went on the morning, but you prayed. And anybody that you wanted to pray for you could go church them. It says, if anybody here you want to, see, the preacher was saying that it was kind of taking you a little harder. And they said, if there's anybody in here you want to pray, if there's anybody in here you want to say, go church them. And I wasn't church Miss, but I told you Miss Nig Moore. And she come out that song before this time, another year, I may be dead and gone. Lord have mercy, I went over the bench. Because that's it. I didn't want to die and be a sinner. And I tell you, it was a time. My mama was crawling on the floor. Me and old May was, I don't know how I got over that church, man. But I got over it. But see, the Lord was with me. See, I know I got a religion. I know I got a religion. I know that. And so, no doubt about it. That's why I treat everybody right. And that's me, but I like this song about her. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield until I die. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield. I'm gonna stay on the battlefield until I die. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right until I die. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right. I'm gonna treat everybody right until I die. Beautiful, ain't it, baby? It's beautiful. Ain't anything in my life that I have been through with and went over years and years. I would never try to sin. I would never try to take nobody's husband. I would never try to live above my raising, because Daddy raised us and Mama to do the best we could do. But see, sometimes when you get certain age, you stray from it. Like if they tell you to go one place and don't go nowhere, well, as we got a teenager, we started going to different places, cafes, all up in Frankstown. But see, I think about that now, and all in Tennessee. And see, I think about that, and I think about how God took care of her. She could have been dead sleeping in my grave, but he spoke to her death, he made her behave. And I think about that a lot, see, because I know that was wrong. You don't do, we thought we was doing, at that time it was good. But now when it come back, he hits you in the face. And he tell us, y'all go to this cafe down in Thomastown. Don't go no further. We get mooching there, be up in car rent, up at Frankstown. All them cafes. He said, you done been to church today. You can go over there at Frank. Now that's what Tisha State. But no. Hard-headed. See, could have got hurt in a wreck. But see, it was God's grace. Spared us to get back home to Mom and Dad. Didn't tell it. You see what I'm saying? Because you got to whoop it, Lordy. You got to whoop it. But when they told you something, you better do it. And that's right, you better do it. But see, we were getting a little older and getting a little faster. And, Daddy won't get it. Then they didn't get it. But one night, Daddy came down there at Frank Shelley. And we done made it back and we was all sitting down. And Daddy tooted his horn. That's for us to get up, get out of that place. You hear me? Said, do it. Yeah, do it. Now he'd have whooped us right there. Joe would have. And when they tell you one thing back in them days, that's what I like. See, some people is going along with some of their children doing. And that's why our children are the way they are today. Because, I mean, if mama done it, I can do it. Mama don't say nothing about it. See, that's wrong. To which I never been before, no sad goodbye will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Beulah land, I am longing for you, and someday on thee I'll stand, yes I will, and where my home shall be turned. Beulah land, sweet Beulah land. And now I'm looking across that river where my faith shall never end. No sad goodbye will there be spoken, for time won't matter anymore. Beulah land, I am longing for you, and someday on thee I will stand, yes I will, and where my home shall be turned. Beulah